Greece's second and third biggest banks, Alpha and Eurobank, they are poised to merge. Now, getting together would help them bolster their assets and give them a somewhat better chance of riding out the recession and the debt crisis. Nicole Itano is following this one. What do we know?
Well, Owen, this is actually the first deal that's actually, there's been a couple of failed attempts over the past year for mergers, but this one, we understand that the boards of both banks are meeting today in Athens to approve the deal. Now, this would create the largest bank in Greece with combined assets of about 150 billion euros, about 2,000 branches across the country, and about 80 billion euros in deposit. The two banks also have some subsidiaries in other neighboring countries as well. Now, there's going to be a press conference a little bit later today at 2 p.m. Athens time. We'll definitely hear the details then, but we may have some of the details a little bit earlier in the day from the Athens Stock Exchange, where both of these banks are listed. Now, one thing that investors are going to be watching closely is whether there's going to be any external capital injection, possibly perhaps from Qatar, which is already an investor in Alpha Bank.
It's very interesting, isn't it? Because you get the combined assets, you also get the combined liabilities. There has been an awful lot of pressure on the Greek banks for goodness knows how many years now. I'm wondering whether this is the sort of thing that is being encouraged, whether it's the sort of thing that will actually help them.
Well, that's right. European Union officials and Greek officials have been pressuring Greek banks quite a lot over the past year for some sort of consolidation in the sector. Now, the preference had always been that this would come from outside, maybe some sort of joint venture or merger with a bank outside of Greece. Now,
would be nice, wouldn't it?
Hasn't happened. But the Greek banking sector as a whole is under enormous pressure. There's been a huge outflow of deposits, 10% since December. They're depending very heavily on the ECB. And take a look at what the market value of these two companies has done. If you look at Alpha Bank and Eurobank, their combined market value is only about 2 billion euros. That's down from 23 billion euros back in 2007. So one thing we'll be watching is how investors respond to this deal today.
OK, Nicole Itano, thank you.